Hey guys, it's Tim, and this is Pro Wrestling Unlimited, as we're here on Tuesday, September 25th, 2018. Smackdown Live was tonight. I liked the show. Nick, what's going on?
What is going on, folks? Thank you for tuning into the Smackdown Live recap show here. September 25th, 2018. We're like, what, 6? Is there a 31st of September? No, it's only the 30th. Right? I think it is. I think it's only 30. So we're only like, what? Handful of days away from October, which means we can start getting spooky. And we're going to have a bunch of spooky themes coming up for the channel. I have so many spooky Halloween video ideas.
Oh, yeah? Huh. New to me.
Yeah, new to me, too, because I just pulled that out of my ass. But
all I care
ladies
about...
and gentlemen, go ahead.
So one of the main things I care about, it's the end of the month. That means probably tomorrow we'll see what free games we get next week on the PS4.
That's very true. Taking a look at the chat, we've got Kristen McNutt, Cesar something, I can't pronounce it. Sean Cook, Kristen McNutt, once again, I don't know why I read that twice. Noah Hall, Jeff Guevara, Luca Troller, he says, I'm sad. R-Truth and Carmelo lost. I am too. I'm very emo. Sean Rocker, and many, many, many more.
Don't worry if they lost already, because it's no longer elimination. It's more like the G1, where whoever has the most points... Whoever has the most points for SmackDown and whoever has the most points for Raw going into TLC, those are considered your brand winners, and then they will face off. So just because they lost, I think everyone's going to get at least one loss. I doubt any team's going to go undefeated.
Right.
So them losing one match early isn't that big of a deal.
If you guys do want to text into the show to tell us what you think happened in Milwaukee, you can text it into 510-906-1341. That's 510-906-1341. Thank you, Nicholas, for the $10. Once again, just saying, Nards, I'm not sure why, but I do know that I appreciate it. So thanks, brother.
I want to address something in the chat really fast. So Michael Stanberry said, hey, why did you say Vince is tired of people getting over when they're not supposed to? Vince has always been against people getting over on their own. Vince has always been against when you're not being pushed, you shouldn't be one of the more over guys in the company. Hence, Zack Ryder. He did his Z True Island, whatever it was called. What was it? Z True Island story? His YouTube channel.
I was like 6 when that happened.
It got him over. And it wasn't supposed to. Because Vince thinks that he has the secret sauce to get you over. And you can't get over unless, you know, they book it for you to get over. So that's why
it's the idea of, like, he didn't want to be shown up.
Exactly. And that's why I said that tweet where I'm like, Randy Orton saying that the Perfect 10 gimmick pisses him off is basically Vince saying, yeah, I hated that you got yourself over because you did something that the fans liked. That's what that tweet was supposed to mean.
We don't know if that's actually true, but it resembles.
It resembles everything that we've seen in the past. And Chris McNutt says, opening segment is best thing ever. $2 super chat donation. Yeah, I was reading something in the text line, but it didn't really make much sense to me.
Oh, interesting. I'll check it out right now. Go ahead and talk about it.
So, SmackDown Live started off. R-Truth and Carmelo were in the ring to start SmackDown Live. They were on the Miz TV set and played his music. R-Truth called it Truth TV instead of Miz TV. They brought out their guest, Daniel Bryan. Truth put on his reading glasses and asked about The Miz. He referred to Maurice as the other Carmella. Truth asked Bryan if he would be cathartic in beating and defeating Miz at Super Showdown. At one point, Carmella interrupted Bryan to announce the 5-minute dance break. Truth and Carmella then did a quick little dance. Bryan said it's not enough to just return to the WWE, but he wants to become WWE champion. He has unfinished business with The Miz and the championship. I mean, last time he was champion, you know, Daniel Bryan never lost the title. Daniel Bryan had to relinquish the title.
Correct.
So, technically, he's the I guess you could say uncrowned World or WWE and Intercontinental Champion, because he never lost either title. He relinquished both titles. And has not got his rematch for either one yet. Because if you remember when Naomi relinquished the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, she got her opportunity less than 4 or 5 weeks later at WrestleMania.
Correct.
So, where's Daniel's rematch or well, I mean, you could say the same thing for freaking Finn. Well, no, he got his actually. He got his once Roman got the belt. Never mind. So, Miz interrupts, and the crowd starts chanting Truth TV. Truth noted that he beat Miz 2 weeks ago. Miz doesn't have a belt, so Truth took his talk show instead. Miz promised to defeat Daniel Bryan at Super Showdown and pointed out that he'll do whatever it takes to win. He asked if Bryan would do the same, and said he can't because Bryan has a moral code. Miz said if Bryan cheats, he'd be tarnishing his legacy. So basically, he said, "You've been an upstanding good guy. You can't cheat. But I've been a smarmy piece of crap. I could cheat all I want."
It's very true.
So Truth was then upset that The Miz talked for so long, which meant that he had to cancel his animal segment. Miz pointed out that this is really his show. Truth offered to fight The Miz for the talk show. Before Miz could respond, Carmella yelled again, "Dance break," and they started dancing. So Miz goes backstage, and Paige is right there at the curtain in Gorilla. And he was like, "You see what he's doing out there? That's my show. He can't take over my show." And Paige just goes, he said he'll fight you for it, so go fight him. And Miz is like, "Well," and she's like, go along. Attaboy, there you go. Go. So Miz goes out there, and she signs during the commercial break, Miz versus R-Truth. They never mentioned that the talk show's on the line.
Never.
I mean, that's what it's supposed to be, but they didn't really mention it in a commentary or anything.
Yeah,
Daniel Bryan joined the announcers on commentary. Truth had an early advantage and scored a near fall. Miz briefly took over when he hung Truth on the top rope. Miz rocked Truth with a boot, and then he did the it kicks. Bryan criticized his technique. After a commercial break, Miz was firmly in control. Truth fought back and hit a twisting flying forearm for a near fall. Excuse me. Miz then poked Truth in the eyes, hit a skull-crushing finale, and looked right at Daniel Bryan. Miz hit Bryan's running knees on Truth to win the match, and I guess you could say regain Miz TV. So then we got this segment. Huh?
I liked it.
Yeah, it was a good opening sequence of stuff.
Yeah, it was a real fun opening match.
So then we got, I said earlier today, Charlotte's doing a photo shoot. And, crowd's giving her a mixed reaction while this video's playing on the big screen. And then suddenly Becky jumps her from behind, beats her down wearing the championship. Crowd then pops. She then she takes the belt off, holds the belt up, puts one foot on top of Flair. Crowd pops again. And then she tells the guy, "Take my picture. Take a picture of this moment." And the crowd starts chanting for Becky.
Very, 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 very heel.
So, Sheamus comes out with Cesaro. Big E comes out with the other members of New Day before the match. Woods noted that sometimes they play around a little too much. Kofi agreed and pointed out that the New Day respects the Bar for everything that they've done. Big E then said that they're going to play the Say Something Nice challenge. And I think it was Xavier goes, whoa. No, Kofi goes, whoa. You gotta put a hashtag on that so people can join in. Hashtag Play Something Nice challenge. They said that Cesaro is a Swiss Jason Statham. Big E goes, "Sheamus, you got that big red hair, but does the drapes match the..." And right before he could say carpet, Sheamus ripped the microphone from him, and they started their match. Big E was firmly in control early and hit a running splash on the apron. Big E hit a belly-to-belly suplex, but Sheamus blocked a third attempt of it. He hit two, didn't get the third one. Big E then attempted to splash, but Sheamus got knees up. Big E countered a bro kick into a power bomb for a near fall. Big E went for a spear on the apron, but Sheamus nailed him with a knee. Finish came when Big E went for the big ending, but Sheamus countered it into a bro kick for the victory. So, it's 2 weeks in a row. Both members of the Bar have beaten members of New Day. Pretty sure New Day retains the Super Showdown.
They got to. I assume.
517 in the chat and the text line says, "First hour was trash. Second was action. Amazing." I wouldn't call it trash.
It was not what you typically see. It was a lot of.
I can see people not liking the Truth TV thing. Because Carmella just keeps yelling, "Dance break!" That's not.
That's fair.
You know. Y2 Jericho with a $1.99 super chat donation. Joe about to get windy in. Joe about to go in windy like Aiden in Milwaukee. Yikes.
Absolutely. I'd never let anyone ever say that in our chat, but I'm going to prove it.
Kristen McNutt says, Tim, my question is, why is the women's getting injured from the... honestly, it's just a coincidence that all these injuries coming up are women. There's no reason to it. There's really no reason. It's just a coincidence that Alexa got hurt. And then, who was it after Alexa? Sasha got hurt. Britt Baker got hurt, the NXT tapings. And then Liv Morgan got hurt. Freaking Jordan Grace got hurt on the independent scene. It's just a coincidence that it's, 5 women in about a week's span all got hurt. There's no rhyme or reason.
It's super unfortunate.
I mean, Joey Janela got hurt. He's going to be out for a while. He's got his MRI, I think, today. So we'll see how that goes. But it's just unfortunate. So backstage, Paige was telling AJ Styles, we need to keep everything calm at this contract signing. I don't want you going over there and ruining an announce table. Those monitors, they're not cheap. We can't keep spending money that we don't need to be spending. And Styles noted that if need be, he'll destroy anything to get a Joe.
I feel that on a personal level. Spend money that we don't need to be spending. I feel that on a personal level.
Yeah, happens to me all the time. Like Halloween's coming up. Kids want $20 freaking Halloween costume. I'm like, damn, I can make you a costume for cheaper.
What do they want to be for Halloween?
A cheerleader from a specific Disney Channel movie, and then Tyler's going to be a Pikachu.
Nice.
His costume's already ordered.
Sweet.
So, backstage, Rusev met with Lana, and basically he's just like, I need answers. I want to know why Aiden attacked me last week. So we go to commercial, and when we come back, Rusev and Lana come down to the ring, and they're just like, Aiden, come out here and explain yourself. So Aiden comes out, and he's just like, I helped make you relevant again, Rusev. Watch the video package. And they show a bunch of stuff of Aiden English and Rusev. They show when they first got together, when Rusev Day was proclaimed and he was singing the song, and showed them at WrestleMania, showed them at all these different things. And so he's like, our friendship was great, but there was one thing that ruined it. Her. Watch this video. And he shows all the things that's been happening to Rusev that's gone wrong in the last 2 months or so. And yes, you can blame them all on Aiden, but they all were there when Lana was also around. Lana also at one point did tell Rusev backstage with Aiden standing right there that she didn't think Aiden was worthy enough to be with Rusev. So he said she is the reason for this rift. It was you and me. Now it's you, me, and her, or it was you, me, and her, and she's ruined everything. Rusev was basically just like, I stand behind my wife. And she was like, what are you talking about? You're the one that's messed up. And then he was just like, he's like, Lana, I know you like to say that you'd be truthful and tell Rusev the truth all the time. You were going to tell him what I said last week before he wouldn't let you. But are you really always truthful? And she was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, did you ever tell him? He's like, if you're going to be honest, you need to tell him about that one night in Milwaukee. And this crowd in Denver starts chanting Milwaukee.
Wonder if Milwaukee's ever been that over.
And Lana's in the ring, and she's just yelling, what are you... She doesn't have the mic, but you can hear her because she's yelling. She's just like, what are you talking about? And Rusev kind of looks at her, and she was just like, I don't know what he's talking about. And so go to commercial, come backstage, and you got Rusev and Lana, and they're talking, and she was just like, Milwaukee? I don't understand this. And Rusev just goes, And she was like, what do you mean by, And he says something about Milwaukee, and then Becky walks up. She makes fun of them. And she was just basically saying that, you don't deserve to be in the women's division wrestling, Lana. I'm going to prove that later when I beat you up. Your husband may have to carry you and your bags out of the building for you.
Oof.
And so Becky walks away, and Rusev looks at her and just goes, when was the last time we were in Milwaukee? And Lana goes, really? What, really? And they walk off. So we don't know what Milwaukee means, but some eager fan took to Wikipedia. This is why I tell you guys, Wikipedia cannot be used as a real source.
Yeah, that's why your teachers tell you that all the time.
Yes. I know guys that got Fs because they tried to use Wikipedia as a source.
That was me in high school, bro.
So somebody went on the City of Milwaukee Wikipedia page.
Good.
And added this, stating on October 24th, 2017, WWE superstar Lana cheated on her husband, WWE superstar Rusev, by having a one-night stand with fellow WWE superstar Aiden English. Coincidentally, this event took place on Rusev Day. Now, we don't know where this quote-unquote one night in Milwaukee is going to lead to, but somebody took it upon themselves to go edit Wikipedia.
Very weird to call that one night in Milwaukee, because you know what it makes me think of?
Huh?
One Night in China.
One Night in Little China? That's the name of the...
Don't make me think about it.
That's the name of the next Black Label Pro show. What is it?
Isn't that the name of China's porn?
Yeah.
One Night in China,
so.
Her and X-Pac?
I think it was.
Scar.
No, the next Black Label Pro show, I think it's like November 3rd. It's One Night in Crown Point, Indiana. Anyways, moving forward. Earlier in the day, Oscar walked up to Naomi backstage and she was like, I like your hair. I like the bundles. And I don't know what that means. And Naomi's like, what do you know about bundles? And then they're all just talking or whatever. And then Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville approached them. And they're just like, ah, look at these new besties. They think they're best friends and blah, 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 blah. And Sonya Deville goes, oh, let me play with your hair, Mandy. I'm going to play with your hair. And then Mandy goes to grab Naomi's hair, and Asuka just grabs the hand of Mandy Rose and goes, don't touch her hair. And I was like, oh, crap. She starts yelling something in Japanese, and they're looking at her. And Naomi goes, she just says she's going to snatch you bald.
Jesus.
I was like, yikes. So I guess Naomi can speak Japanese.
Fair enough.
Anyways, with that did lead to tonight, Naomi and Oscar taking on Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. The Iconics were on commentary, but before...
It really
huh?
Hold on real quick. It really sucks seeing Oscar degraded to this.
Yeah.
It really sucks.
So, the Iconics were in the ring, and they were like, and then like before they even got a word out, Naomi's music hits. Byron loved it. Corey thought it was disrespect. Naomi and Oscar come out. Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville come out. The Iconics go on commentary, and we get, I guess, okay tag team match.
It wasn't awful.
The heels were in control early. They isolated Asuka. And Naomi got a hot tag and caught Rose with a Hurricane Rana. Rose nailed Naomi with a knee to regain control. Finish came when Asuka and Naomi hit a sick-looking double kick for the victory.
Yeah, it was fine, I guess.
So, I mean, there was nothing wrong with the match. Like, there was no botched spots.
It just sucks that that's Asuka in that position and not...
Yeah, like, Asuka sold for the first, 2-3 minutes of the match.
It's just
maybe not 3 minutes, maybe like 2 minutes.
It's just interesting to see where she was kind of sent to, you know what I mean, man?
Yeah, for sure.
It sucks sometimes.
So then we see Nakamura backstage getting ready for his upcoming match, and Corey Graves had to say it. Shinsuke Nakamura is getting ready to, what did he say? Get ready to introduce an opponent to the United States of Nakamerica.
Yeah,
they got to brand everything.
Yeah, so it feels again when they try to brand everything, it starts to make it feel like we're watching a 2-hour-long commercial, because you've got the Knock America, the Perfect 10, all these things. It's just like, we just can't let these people go out and do what they're really good at.
Right.
It genuinely looks like when Nakamura's out there trying to be what was it, is he the president of it, I guess?
I guess.
Of Knock America. It's stupid, and it makes them look off their game. Do you think New Japan Nakamura would ever do something as stupid as this?
No.
I try not to be so cynical because I know no one wants to listen to a cynical person, but I don't know. It just sucks. It's just hard to watch sometimes with how cheesy they are, I guess.
Exactly. So Nakamura came out to take on Ty Dillinger. Nakamura tried to jump Dillinger. Dillinger countered and backed Nakamura into the corner. Nakamura gained the advantage. He attempted the Kinshasa, but Dillinger hit him with a super kick. Followed it up with a frog splash for a near fall. Dillinger was firmly in control. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Randy Orton runs down and attacks Ty Dillinger. He beat Dillinger up at ringside, dropped him on the announce table. Orton gave Dillinger the draping DDT from the apron to the floor, and then Nakamura nailed him with a Kinshasa right into the LED boards on the side of the ring.
It looked painful.
Yeah.
Like, extremely painful.
So go backstage, and Rusev wished Lana good luck in her upcoming match against Becky Lynch. And you can tell Lana doesn't think Rusev believes her when she said there's nothing to tell about Milwaukee. She feels that Rusev thinks that she's hiding something. Like, she just had that look on her face.
Understandable.
He tried to assure her that he believes her, but you never know.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike Rome catches up with Randy Orton backstage. He says, "Hey, is Ty Dillinger your next target?" And he goes, "Nah, that Perfect 10 stuff just pisses me off." I'm like, "Oh,
fair enough.
Okay then." So then we get Becky Lynch taking on Lana. As soon as Lana comes out, Milwaukee chants start yet again here in Denver. Lana nailed Lynch with a bulldog for a 1 count. Lynch yanked Lana off the top rope to take over. Finish came when Becky Lynch locked Lana in the disarm her for the victory. Quick match.
Very quick match. It was a fine match. Did its job.
Backstage, Aiden English was asked to elaborate on what he meant by that one night in Milwaukee. He said that he would not elaborate right now, but he did note that he's got proof, and he'll show it next week.
There you go.
So they're not even going to drag that out. It's just next week.
That's fine with me.
So we've got the contract signing for the WWE Championship match coming up at Super Showdown. Paige comes out there. She says she's taking the precautions to make sure that everything goes right tonight because this is a WWE. She literally said, this is a WWE contract signing, and we know how these things usually end. She's not wrong.
Yeah, with them not there, apparently.
She then introduced AJ Styles. AJ came out, and they introduced Samoa Joe. AJ grabbed the mic and goes, "This is real funny. I know you, Joe. You like to jump people from behind, but tonight in Denver, I've got eyes in the back of my head." And then you hear, "That's real funny, AJ." And it's Joe up on the Titantron. And he's just like, once again, you're only caring about yourself and being the champion. And he reveals that he's at AJ Styles' home. Now, do you think he was at AJ's real house?
Yeah, probably. Why not?
In Gainesville, Georgia. Shows the black mailbox, white lettering that says Styles, which that would not be in front of AJ's real house.
What do you mean?
You know his real last name, right? I'm about to kill some kayfabe here.
I used to. I don't think I remembered it.
His
anymore.
mailbox can't say Styles because his real last name is Jones. So the mailbox would say the Joneses.
I mean, to be fair, it could say Styles.
But why? You think he really gets bills in the mail that say Alan Styles or AJ Styles?
But I'm sure he has it there because he's AJ Styles and kayfabe. So, hey, why not? This might be cool.
I wouldn't do it because then the people would be like, "Oh, that's the right house. That's the AJ Styles house. It says Styles." I wouldn't. No. Anyways. So Joe's walking around with I'm not even going to get into it. The aspect ratio of this, whatever he's recording on. Anyways.
Yeah, you're the only motherfucker, only mother freaker on this planet that I feel like would be really upset about that.
I mean, that phone's got to be like iPhone 2. Anyways. 4:3 aspect ratio.
What was the second iPhone called?
The iPhone 2? I don't freaking know. I'm not an iPhone guy. It's all about Android.
Androids are just fucking ass.
Yo, okay. I can
Alright,
do so much
Mr.
more with my Android than
All
you
right,
can.
green bubble.
Anyways, Styles was becoming furious. He said, Joe, please don't. Joe, please don't. Please don't what? Show us your picket fence? Walk up to your front door? What was AJ? First off.
Don't go into my house and attack my wife and child?
First off, were we supposed to believe that AJ or that Joe was streaming live? And that wasn't a pre-taped segment?
Dude, you're looking way too into this.
Anyways, he's yelling at him, Joe, don't do it. Joe, no, no, no. Joe said that I did promise Wendy and little Annie that Daddy would be coming home. But it looks like you're not coming home tonight. Joe would get ever so closer to the front door, walking up the steps. Right in front of this nice green door, nice window on the door. You can see a TV on in the inside. I was just hoping that they opened that door and it's not showing Smackdown.
It's actually showing like Lucha Underground or some shit like that, like something nothing related to SmackDown.
They're watching like freaking Dancing with the Stars or something. Anyways, I mean, it was on at the same time. So anyways,
that's true.
AJ's just like, don't do it, don't do it. And Joe goes, Daddy's home. Rings the doorbell, and the show just cuts to black. No logo on the bottom of the screen, you know, copyright WWE, SmackDown Live, just screen goes to black, and then the purge comes on.
I like it. I like it.
So that's like, oh crap, screen goes to black, purge comes on. Joe about to freaking pull a purge that Styles home. It's night.
Like it.
There's no rules. Anyways, that was SmackDown. Pretty good show for the most part.
Yeah, it was an alright show. Folks, you can follow me on Twitter at PWU_Armstrong. Follow us on Twitter at PWUnlimited, Facebook /ProWrestlingULTD. Right here on YouTube, check out our good friends over at Fightful.com, or at Fightful Online. Tim, where can they find you?
Find me on Twitter at TimmyBuddy. And we'll be live again tomorrow.
Yes, we will.
Live again tomorrow. Running down the card for this coming weekend's New Japan Pro Wrestling Fighting Spirit Unleashed show in Long Beach, California. We will be there live, covering the entire weekend.
Yes, we will.
We will be there on Saturday with their press conference and their meet and greets. We will be there Sunday at the actual event. So, should be good. Should be really good. I'm a little bummed. I'm a little bummed they changed the main event, but hey.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't change it. They just added another match over what could have been a really good main event match. It still should be a good match, but we'll talk about it tomorrow on the PW Unlimited podcast, 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern.
Have a good one, guys.